Welcome back to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am back. I am back at one of my favorite liquor stores here in Jackson, Tennessee, and that is going to be CNC Liquor Store. Now, I've been in this store plenty of times. Not only do they have a great selection, they have a great staff. So let's go back into CNC and let's see if we can find some good bottles at some great prices. Hey, and by the way, please subscribe to the channel. I'm asking for your support. I'm trying to get my numbers up, and the only way I can do that is with your support. Let's go. We have the Old Dominic still, single barrel. I have bought this bottle. I haven't opened it yet, but what I've heard, it is a great bottle of whiskey. 7-year-old. The notes, it says smoky, caramel, floral, honey, hints of cherry, marshmallow, cream. Man, that sounds delicious. On the palate, vanilla, fruity, toffee, cherry, slight smoky, sweet corn. Man, I might just open this one up when I get back home just because the tasting notes sounds great. 124.4 proof. Let's go. Old Forester single barrel CNC store pick. Probably the best store pick of this Old Forester that I have tasted. This is a great bottle of bourbon. Great bottle. Definitely pick this bottle up if you are around here. Sitting, it's at $109, but it is sitting at 125.8 proof. Great bottle. Great bottle. Maker's Mark. We have the Maker's Mark store pick, and this is $79, sitting at 110 proof. I did taste this one, and this one is great. If you like Maker's Mark, this is a great one to pick up. And if you do not know if you like Maker's Mark, I definitely suggest to try this one first. And since it's the store pick, I definitely think you should have that on your shelf. And again, the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. You cannot go wrong with the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. But I tell you what, this CNC store pick is a great pour. It's a great pour. I love the Double Oak, but for some reason, I like the store pick better. It's $62.99. You cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. So it's a lot of things here that I suggest that you pick up. We have the Buffalo Trace. Now, I know a lot of people say the Buffalo Trace is an allocated bottle where you at, but let me tell you, here in Tennessee, you can find Buffalo Trace probably in any liquor store that you go into. Fantastic pour though, fantastic pour. For $29, hey, fantastic pour. We have the Wild Turkey single barrel. Now, I don't have this one on my shelf, and I know a lot of people say, hey, pick this one up. It's sitting at 101 proof. Eventually, I'm going to pick this one up, but not today, not today. Probably one of the best bottles of bourbon that I have on my shelf, if not the best bottle, the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, a great bottle. If you haven't seen my video when I tasted this bottle, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. I might just go back and watch it myself because that is a great bottle of bourbon. Great bottle of bourbon. Now, we have talked about this bottle, and I need to do a little bit more research on these two particular bottles, especially for the price. I definitely need to do some research. We have a Frank August Again, we talked about the Angels Envy. I'm gonna wait till I get to Kentucky to do that. The Widow Jane. We have a Widow James. They have a baby Widow Jane here. We actually picked the baby one up. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm excited to do so. I'm excited to do so. The Basil Hayden. We don't have any Basil Haydens yet. Let me turn this camera around. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, hey, you have a lot of open bottles and you should open your bottles before you buy more. Eventually, I will open all my bottles. That is my goal. So stay with me, stay patient. We are definitely gonna make that happen together. So let's go back to the shelves and see what they have. The single barrel here, we have this one here. This is a fantastic bottle. Fantastic bottle. The very old Barton, this one here, for the price, you cannot go wrong for the price. Probably one of the better bourbons on my shelf, the old Granddad Bonded for $28.99. You can't go wrong with that, because every time I take this bottle over a friend's house, it always is gone by the time I leave. People like that bottle. The old Granddad 114. And we have the new Riff. Now this one here is a great pour bourbon. It really is. Sitting at 119 proof. Very good, very good. Green River. Now I only have one Green River. Eventually I am going to dive into the Green Rivers. We might just do that today. But I'm not for sure, because I'm trying to see what else they have on their shelf. We have a Ben Holiday, great pour right here, $69. This is an excellent pour bourbon. A lot of people like the Holiday. Great pour, great pour. We have the Burrow products, Bullet. We have a Russell's. And look here. Haven't seen this one before. Sitting, what is this? What proof is this? Where is it at? Okay, 7 years old. And it's a rye. 98 proof. Okay, there we go. 98 proof. If you know anything about this specific bottle, please let me know. And I guess you have a rye rum port and you have a white port cask. And I don't want to kill that word at the bottom, but you see it, it's an oak. So I don't know which one is better, because we do have this bottle here. I haven't tried it yet, of course, but we do have that bottle here. But I see they have so many different kinds of the dock. Okay. We have the Yellowstone here. And we have the Redwood Empire collection. I have a few bottles of Redwood. I haven't completed my set yet, but we're definitely going to make that happen. Definitely going to make that happen. Nelson Brothers. Don't know anything about the Nelson Brothers. Eventually, I'm going to pick some up. I'm going to give them a try. I'm definitely going to do that. The Old Dominic. We have the Bonded, and we have the Cash Strength. I don't have the Bottled and Bond yet. I don't know why, and maybe this is a reason. What is the difference between the Bottled and Bond and the Bonded? That's my question. Because it has Bottled and Bond down there on the description. So I don't think it's really a difference. I'm going to have to do my research on that. I don't think it's a difference. If it is, let me know. I'm not going to say it. You already know it. Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond. I'm going to just leave it right there. If you know me, you know exactly what I'm going to say about that particular bottle. Now, the fragrance. I do not have a fragrance. People are saying that this bottle here, the rye, is a pretty decent pour. It's a bottled and bond. I do not have any fragrance on my shelf, and I always said that I wanted to try it, so this might be one that I pick up today. We will see. And I do remember the Middle West. I hear you out there. I hear you when you say, hey, try the Middle West. It's a pretty decent pour. Eventually, I'm going to dive into the Middle West to just give them a try. The 3-quart Old Elk. Don't have any Old Elk? You cannot go wrong with the Maker's Mark. Very good bottle of bourbon. We have the benchmarks down here. For the price, the benchmarks are fantastic for the price. We have the company distilling. Now, Jeff Arnett have signed all my bottles. A great guy, a great product. You can't go wrong with the company. The Monk's Road down here, we do have this one. This is a fantastic bottle of a bourbon. Sitting at $99, it's 100 proof. Hey, I suggest you get that. Nulu, $79, 116 proof. Heaven Hill, $49, bottled in bond. Pretty decent bottle. Matter of fact, this is the bottle that I had on my shelf that I went back constantly because I love the taste. Until I started to branch out, this was one of my go-to bottles. The Noble Oak, Double Oak Rye. I heard that this was a fantastic bottle. You know, I love my bourbon. I love bourbon, but sometimes I look for a dark beer because I like dark beer. And they have a decent beer selection here also. I'm not gonna go through the beers because that's not what you're here for, but they do have a decent selection of beer just in case you are a beer and bourbon drinker. But let's go up front and see what they have in their case. Maybe they have something that I want to pick up. But I always look in the case before I leave because you can find some good deals in there. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Barstown, we do have the Barstown products here. This is a great bottle of bourbon here. The Barstown bottled in bond. Look here, this is, I only have one bottle of Barstown. I do, but this bottle here is fantastic. Listen what I'm telling you, this is a fantastic bottle. Fantastic bottle. We have a Rye 30 cigar series. Eventually, I am going to pick this one up. Some people said it's better than the Joseph Magnus. Let me tell you, if it is, this is probably going to be my favorite bottle on my shelf. If it is better than the Joseph Magnus. Now, it has to be a phenomenal bottle for that to happen. Clyde's Maze, Old Louisville, Hard Truth. Great bottle. Great bottle. So let's go see what we have in the shelf. Now we have a Blanton's. We have a Hill Rock. We have a Wild Turkey Single Barrel, the Kentucky Owl, and we have a Senator right there, a Rare Character. Okay, a E.H. Taylor small batch. I have a E.H. Taylor small batch, and it is a great bottle, and they have an Eagle Rare. Now, Every time I see an Eagle Rare, I have to find the price on that bottle, because if it is a reasonable price, I gotta pick it up. Just like the E.H. Taylor, I have to pick it up. So let's try to see if it's in our budget, in our price range. We do have a Burrow Craft Gold, $5.45. Definitely out of my price range. Okay, I'm leaving CNC Liquor Store, and as always, they did not disappoint. I walked away with 3 bottles today. Yes, 3 bottles. The first bottle I walked away with was the E.H. Taylor small batch. Now, you know I have an E.H. Taylor small batch, and I actually did a tasting on this bottle, which I think personally is a fantastic pour bourbon. So I got this one, I think it was $65, not a bad price for E.H. Taylor. Some people say that it is hard to find in their area, and some people say it's allocated. So I don't know, every time I find one at a decent price, I usually pick it up. The second bottle I walked away with is going to be, of course, the Eagle Rare 10-year. Now, if I find an Eagle Rare at a decent price, I always try to pick this bottle up also, because I definitely enjoy the Eagle Rare. You cannot go wrong with this. Third bottle I walked away with, I'm excited to try this. It's a Frey Ranch. Now, this is the bottled and bond rye. I heard that this was a fantastic bottle of bourbon. A lot of YouTubers suggested the Frey Ranch, and I don't have one on my shelf, and I'm excited about this bottle because I always wanted to try it. I always wanted to try it. For those who haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, because I'm asking for your support. But for those who have already subscribed, I appreciate your support. Until then, I will see you on my next hunt. Let's go.